Bum, 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum, 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 bum. I'm going to sing that jingle a few times because I really need to decompress after all that's been going on this week. Bum, 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum, 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 bum. I invite you to sing along with me to decompress. Bum, 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum, 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 bum. A little bit of background of where that song comes from. I'm a big fan of Peter Schiff. He has an opening theme that sounds just like that. His show is called The Peter Schiff Show. And many, many years ago, the first time I watched it, uh, I thought, gee, that sounds a lot like Peter Shit Show, the opening theme. And then he goes on and he complains about all these things going on in the economy and how whoever the Fed chairman was, I think when he started, it was Ben Bernanke, and how he's an idiot and all that. And he talks very dramatically. And I thought that was very fitting. And I really liked it. I really look forward to watching Peter Shit Show every time it comes on. Now, I had gone home to my family, and it was Thanksgiving. I tuned into the Peter Shit Show, and when the opening theme came on, I sang it with Peter Schiff, but I said Peter Shit Show, obviously, and that really upset my dad. He thought that this was a show about sexual jokes and all that. It was Thanksgiving. My brother was 15 years old at the time. He didn't think it was appropriate to watch that. And I said, no, this is a financial shit show. And he said, it's Thanksgiving. Could you please turn it off? We didn't invite Peter Shit to come ruin Thanksgiving dinner. And so I really like that theme so much. I decided to adopt the opening theme to my show. And so I started saying Peter Shit Show. And at first I would put my middle finger at the camera. I got a lot of dislikes for that. And so I started calling my show the Peter Dislike Show, and that's where we are. I feel like this whole year of 2023 has been a runaway freight train for me. Don't get me wrong. I love all the destinations that this freight train has taken me, but it feels like a runaway freight train. And I wish everything could just shut down for one day. One day. That's all I'm asking for. And unfortunately, it hasn't turned out that way. Every day just feels like more runaway crap. And so it is September 4th of 2023. I'm looking forward to September 11th because it's a day on the calendar that I can look forward to. I mean, I don't get the day off or anything, but I know it sounds very uh, insensitive to everybody who's been victimized by 9/11. But having that day on the calendar to look forward to, even though nothing is going to happen on that day for me, really helps for some bizarre reason. I find it's psychologically really exciting to have a day that's like a few weeks out or a month out to shoot toward. Right? Get this done before September 11th, or do this on September 11th, even if it's just to mourn the victims that we lost 22 years ago now, right? I don't know. It helps me to set a date like that, even if I'm doing nothing at all in particular. Right. The other day that I'm looking forward to is maybe I'm not religious, but I do sometimes observe Yom Kippur and do the fast. I love fasting, and dry fasting is a little bit more challenging for me. But I'll do it because it gives me something to shoot toward. Right. I don't know. It's weird. I know I'm strange. I need that day to shoot toward. That's a few weeks away or a month away. Another day that I might shoot for is actually I forgot about today. Aside from being Labor Day, 21 years ago today, Kelly Clarkson became the first American Idol. And so it was a season finale of American Idol season one. I forgot, and so it would have been another nice day to shoot. But I had another day to shoot for anyhow. 2 days ago, September 2nd was VJ Day. I've been talking about that on here. Uh, and then October 24, which I might take a day off because it has some significance to me. Evelina Falenta, her birthday, the second place winner of Polish Idol season one, and I like her because of her sexual orientation, and so I might take that day off somehow, and then we have a solar eclipse on October 14th, which I'm really nervous about because October 13th is a Friday, and every time we have a Friday the 13th just before an eclipse, either a solar or a lunar eclipse, we have a major COVID wave. And this time around, it's October 14th. Thomas Rhett had a song about October 14th. And the last time a day happened on a song was July 4th in 2020. It was Saturday. And the Chicago band sang about Saturday in the Park on the 4th of July. And I don't need to tell you how bad July 4th, 2020 was, right? Also, July 4, 1917 also had a lunar eclipse, and then we had a pandemic right after that. And so when July 4th and lunar eclipses and Saturdays come together, usually really bad stuff happens. And this time a solar eclipse comes together with a song again, and also with a Friday the 13th. So who knows what could happen? What could go wrong this time around, right? And also, it's not far from a Columbus Day, right? Maybe it's not 4th of July, but when holidays and Saturdays and lunar eclipses and days that singers sing about come together, we have a pandemic. It's so weird. And so I really look forward to that day. And it gives me another date to shoot for. We only got 30 some more days until then. Glad you're streaming again. Thanks for disliking the video. But I'm really burnt out, and I really wish we could just shut off for one day. Just sleep for one day. But unfortunately, my inbox overflows with students who need me for some. I teach at Phoenix College. My inbox overflows every day. My art projects don't always go my way, and I get burns on my hands, and I roommates give me a lot of drama. I don't know what my roommate does with the toilet. Toilets are always overflowing. It makes me lose my appetite because I don't want to have to use the toilet, and so I don't want to eat, and which might not be the end of the world, but still, uh, I think it really hurts when you have to think about where can I go to the bathroom, and it makes you not want to eat. Right? It almost makes you feel like you live in a third world country sometimes. Uh, uh, you want to know what's pisses me off? Drama. Yeah, a lot of drama, a lot of uncertainties, and fortunately, my new work really accepts me for who I am. I haven't run into single bias at the college. If anything, quite the opposite, right? People have a lot of sympathy for me over there, and I think I won't have too much trouble asking for October 24th off if I wanted to. Because I view it almost like a solo sexual pride day. What else is going on? I Just a lot of burnout. I haven't had any joy this year. I mean, I have had an accomplishment, but I haven't been able to sit back and enjoy any of that accomplishment. Everything's just been going too fast. I would so much love to have to enjoy a meal where I sit down with a blank mind, right? Not worrying about when my inbox is going to overflow, not worrying when my toilet's going to overflow. And I would so much love to do that. Unfortunately, I haven't had that all year round, which is really a shame. This is the Peter Burnout Show, the Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum. Let's sing it with me. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Shit Show. Bum bum